Welcome back. I wanted to go ahead and do a flip through of Johanna Basford's 10th anniversary book of The Secret Garden, an Inky treasure hunt and coloring book. This version I have is the UK one, or the European version, versus an old version I have up here, which is the American version. Now, as I'm flipping through the new version, I'm going to flip through the older version. And when I see subtle changes in the images, I'm going to share the differences with you. I couldn't quite get it all in camera view so that you guys can see it directly, although I would love to. I don't quite have the tripod set up to do that, and I'm sure somebody else will have a review that is going to be 100 times better than mine, showing the two books side by side, who has all the fancy equipment. So, for starters, the beautiful cover, of course, on the new book. It is similar to the old book, except for it doesn't have the copper on the old version. So, it's got a lovely dust cover, just like the old version does, and the same, I guess, craft paper main cover, which is nice. Again, you can color that as well. So flipping through, the first pages look the same. Nothing too much of a change I've noticed. Some bigger lettering off to the right, and the font, it has changed some over here. This still looks the same. It's that beautiful textured paper, that off-white color that's so nice to work with. And the storyline is still there, of course. Again, different print, but it's still beautiful, and it still has the hidden items, which I know some of you don't like that, but I really do. I think it's just something fun. Anyways, flipping through the book, you got your first two coloring pages, which is that nice layout. And it looks almost identical. I don't see any real dramatic changes that jump out to me. I can tell that the ink is a little bit lighter, like the black lines are a little bit lighter in the newer version, which I do really like that. And you still have that beautiful owl and the leaves page, which going into fall, this is a perfect book to practice up on your blending techniques and different color blending for your leaves. Again, there's some lighter print in here, so I can slide this over just to give you a comparison. Oops, and I shook the whole thing up. How'd you like that? Did I make y'all sick? Okay, there's always something funny in my videos, right? I can't just make a perfect video and for everything to go as planned. And just so you know, this is like take 4, so you have to live with the mess up. Okay, so you can kind of see the comparison. This is the new version on the left here, and this is the older version. So you can see it's a little bit lighter on the lines. It's not as dark, which is nice to work with. So I wanted to slide that in there real quick so you can get a nice little image of what that looks like. I'm going to adjust that so you guys can see this in view. So this next page, still no dramatic changes yet. Just the change in the thickness of the black lines. It's a beautifully done recreation of her original book. Sorry, my big fat arm getting in the way there. There's still room for you to add whatever background you like to add. keep wanting to reach over with my left arm. This page with all the trees and the pots. Nice garden scene. The little hedgehog creature down at the bottom there. And the page of different bugs and stuff are still there with that wonderful tree. You've got the mandalas page with the wishing well, is what I call it. The butterfly swarm. So butterflies and blossoms, I suppose. Still a great book. Again, nothing overly dramatic that stands out. I do like that they lightened up that print for those bold lines. And again, I don't know if that's a difference in the printer, because the American version versus the one printed overseas. That beautiful hummingbird. It's a lovely page. This page also has not changed. The black lines, again, just seem lighter to me on the new version, again, which I think a lot of us are going to like. The individual flowers pages. This page doesn't ring a bell to me, but it is there. I always liked doing this sunflower. That was a fun page for me to color. I did notice, though, the words on the sunflower, the leaves are not around the leaf anymore. They're around the bottom, whereas, let me show you here. The old version, the letters were around the leaves here. And here comes Miss Gretel off to my left, just so you know. She's got to be up here in my business. I told you. And just the same with the lantern. The words are along the lantern, and in the newer book, they're along the bottom here. I don't know if you can see her little kitty shadow off to my left. She's going to start wreaking havoc. Now she's chewing on the book. See, I can never just do a video. It's just impossible. Another beautiful 2-page spread with the gazebo. She's got to be the center of attention. I don't know if my old book is out of order because I had it bound, or if this is a change. Let me flip one more page here. Nope, just out of order in my old book. The scarecrow. And again, the wording has changed. It's off to the left instead of along the scarecrow and under the branch of the tree. This lovely 2-page spread. A difference in the font here. So far, so good. No dramatic changes to me. Just a few small details, which are for the better, in my opinion. The maze seems the same to me at first glance. Now, there might be some other subtle changes I'm not picking up on right at the first look here. And that same 2-page spread. It's a great one for going into Halloween. I always like this fish page. Such a cute page. This would be really good done in a variety of oranges, reds, and yellows. And maybe some greens. That would be so pretty. Food for thought. So many things to color and never enough time. The pond page, the lily ponds, looks the same to me. The lettering has changed. Of course, it was around here before, and it's along the bottom now. The bumblebees and flowers page. Oops. They didn't do a very good job binding that book. Not the new one, my old one was bound and rebound. I have a few of the older ones. I was looking for that page. Maybe I passed it. Oh, there it is with the peacock. That beautiful page with the peacock on it. The double page print with the small flowers. We're getting to the end of the book now. Which I didn't see that heart in the new version. Am I missing something here? Okay, so the old version. Oh, nope, it's in there. Okay, so in the old version, we have this picture and then the heart on the right. And in the new book, you have, I'm going to slide this over, a two-sided double page spread, which is very nice. I thought there was a two-page spread in the old version of the book, but it's not in mine. So maybe I colored it and pulled it out. Yikes. I'm sorry about that. It's been a while. And the reverse side. See if I can do this without jiggling the world to death. This is the other side of that, which is a nice floral spread. That's beautiful. That'll be really fun to do, especially if you like doing flowers. This will be a great one to make it your own and use very specific blends of colors, and or try out different color blends using some of the new ones you've learned. Okay, moving on now is the page on the right here, the one I was talking about. It's the heart that's in the old version. And then in the old version, we have these miniature versions of each and every page that gives the key to what's hidden in each page, so that they're easy to find. And the back cover, which is that craft paper, which is a lovely hardcover almost. It's a really thick paper like the original. And that fold out dust cover, which if you took that whole dust cover off and opened it up, you have like a 1.5 page of florals that you can color, which is beautiful. And some of you younger ones, you may not have thought about this, but every time I open one of Johanna's dust covers like this, that's removable, it takes me back to when I was in school. Because we used to cover our school books with paper grocery store bags, and we used to draw on them. It's really easy to do, and if you don't know, ask a Gen X. We know how to make those book covers. This reminds me of the way we did our book covers back in the day. You could easily use this beautiful, beautiful print to cover one of your school books, and then you have something to do while you're in class. Instead of talking or not paying attention, you can fill in these lovely flowers, if your teacher allows for that. I'm not suggesting you do it and get yourself in trouble, but that's food for thought for something to do with that beautiful spread that everybody can see your artwork. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. That 2-page spread seems to be the biggest change to me. Oh, Gretel, that kitten, she's killing me. I hope you enjoyed this short little flip through. I'm sorry I'm not the most insightful person when it comes to doing videos, but I will say this. The paper is lovely as always. Johanna Basford puts out a beautiful book. Her 10th anniversary edition is a limited edition. Now, I take that as limited quantities will be printed, and once they are all sold, that's it. You won't be able to purchase the book again. And if history repeats itself, books that will be available for this limited edition will probably cost a lot more money. So if you want this book, now is the time to buy it. I do believe a lot of people have received them today, yesterday and a couple days prior, and tomorrow is the big day for a lot of deliveries. So good luck, and I hope you guys enjoy her beautiful book. Thanks for watching.